Dad always said preparation plus opportunity equals success, and that kind of stuck with me throughout my career.
You know, he was shooting on a basket when he, in our family room, when he was 3 years old. And it was just, he'd just shoot it and he'd make them, and we sort of, wow. And we'd go to a carnival, and you know, here's the little guy, you can shoot this basketball into the, so he'd move it up and he'd make 3 in a row and walk off with the biggest thing. And you start to realize that, you know, he's a little bit better than the rest of them.
Well, I mean, my father was my high school basketball coach, and like I said before, I was at practices with him growing up, so I had a really sound fundamental base for my basketball play.
I coach basketball for 41 years now, and I've always said to the kids I have a son who played pros, and I said, but what makes him stand out is not he's better than, physically better than anybody. He wants to do more of the little things right than most kids care to do. You know, just get a stance, get your hand out, do all the little things. He does that more often than most people do, and that lends to success.
It's always funny. He would be my coach at the game, but after the game, if I had a bad game or something, you know, he understood, he knew what was going on, but I'd go in the car with my mom and she'd be ready to give me all the coaching tips and let me know what I did wrong. So she was sort of the other side of the coach, sort of the motivator.
He was a quiet leader, you know, and I think that is one of his best traits. He wants to make the players around him better, and that's I think his main objective is the team concept. And I think that's what we're most proud of, that it's not about the individual, it's always about the team and their success.
My brother was my competition. Like, he was 2 years older, bigger, stronger. Well, I'm bigger now, but.
I always wanted the best for my brother, and would do whatever I could to make sure that he could kind of follow the steps. So there was a lot of responsibility. I felt as being the older one that I really wanted to cheer for him and see him succeed.
And so he was always the one pushing me. He's a very dedicated athlete too. So we played high school and soccer and basketball together. So when we were working out, he was getting me going, getting me out on runs, working on my skills, things like that. So it was a great support group to have, and really shaped me into the player and the athlete that I became. So.
Nathan's very coachable. When you tell him, hey, this needs to be worked on, he works on it. As opposed to some kids, they won't work on their weaknesses. So as he went from one step to another, he started to improve parts of his game. It all came together. And one of the things that was really favorable about Carroll, it gave him a chance to succeed early. The coach, Dave Schultz, I really liked in the interview when we met him, because he was very straight up and forward what he said. He says, we'll make no promises, we'll give him a chance, and that's all we needed to hear, because I knew he could play at that level. And he proved that out over the years.
Coaching staff was great. Dave Schultz, Coach Keck, James Keck, he was there. He wrote a handwritten letter to me in recruitment that really went a long way. It's shown that he had watched my films from high school and actually understood why they wanted me as a player. And it wasn't some stock letter that they'd mail out to 1,000 kids. It was kind of like, we could be a good player here, and that was meaningful.
His senior season, they were in the conference tournament, and Carroll, of course, won to go on to the NCAA tournament. And it's the first time I saw Nate get emotional. He was in tears when they were handed the trophy. It was awesome.
That's what makes the moments when you do succeed and get that sort of reinforcement and success even better, because you know that you've earned it, or you've put in the goodwill, or whatever you want to call it, to get you there. So
I'm really proud of him. It's a really big experience. I can't believe how much he's accomplished over the years, and his professional career was a lot more extensive than mine, but he has looked back very fondly on his time at Carroll.
I remember seeing the Hall of Fame wall up there in the athletic in Van Male, and seeing that and kind of thinking maybe someday, but it's kind of surreal to think about it now. I mean, it's not why you do it to get there. It was to do it more for the team, to try to achieve things, which we did, which is great. So it's a great honor.
I'm very, very proud of you, and it just shows a great culmination of what you've done over your years at Carroll College. Congratulations from Dad.
Congrats, Uncle Nate.
Congrats, Nate. I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished and really looking forward to celebrating this weekend with you and all you've accomplished over the years.
Congrats, Nate. You really made a mom proud. I'm so happy for you being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I'm so happy to be able to experience this with you. Love you.